Look like the Indiana Fever is shaking things up. They has hired a new player and development coach. Now, I know the first thing y'all thinking, what is going on with Keith Porter? Now, if you guys don't know, Keith Porter tore his Achilles while at practice, from what I'm hearing. And yeah, man, he's still on the staff. So they're keeping Keith Porter. They're not getting rid of him. And quite frankly, I think this is a smart decision.
Input has 3 paragraphs. Output will have 3 paragraphs.
That Rob Dozer is joining our staff as a player and development coach. Rob will work alongside fellow player and development coach Keith Porter. So as you guys can see here, this is him.
Okay, this is wild news for the Indiana Fever. It looks like they've just hired a brand new player development coach. And get this, it's their first major move for the upcoming season. Everyone's buzzing, trying to figure out what this means for Caitlin Clark and the rest of the roster. This new coach has some serious NBA credentials, and the timing, it totally screams that the Fever aren't wasting any time fixing whatever went wrong last year. Plus, Keith Porter is staying on despite his injury. But now he's got some serious backup from someone who's been absolutely rocketing up the NBA coaching ranks. So, you're probably thinking, will more development coaches actually solve the Fever's problems? Or is this just, well, window dressing? Let us know what you think down in the comment. So let's really break down what just went down. Because the Indiana Fever officially announced they're bringing in Rob Dozer as their new player development coach, working right alongside Keith Porter. This isn't just a small tweak, it's the very first major staff move the Fever have made for the next season. And honestly, it tells you everything you need to know. They are dead serious about making real changes after how last season wrapped up. Look, they made the playoffs for the first time in years, which was awesome progress. But let's be real, getting knocked out in the first round showed everyone there's still a massive journey ahead before this team can actually contend for a WNBA championship. So let's dive into who Rob Dozer actually is. Because this guy is coming straight from the Mad Ants, the G League affiliate of the Indiana Pacers, which means he already knows the entire Pacers sports and entertainment organization like the back of his hand. Talk about a smooth transition. Now, moving from the G League to the Fever might seem like a lateral step in terms of professional level. But seriously, who wouldn't want to work with Caitlin Clark and be at the absolute epicenter of the WNBA's biggest story right now? His background is wild when you dig into it. Before the Mad Ants, he spent 2 years with the Washington Wizards organization, even serving as a player development manager. Before that, he was a development coach for their G League team. What's blowing my mind is that he's got NBA experience at multiple levels, meaning he truly understands elite player development and how to unlock an athlete's full potential. The fact that he's been skyrocketing through the NBA coaching ranks tells you he's not just good, he's great. You don't jump from college to G League to NBA staff and back into a G League head coaching role, unless the pros see something special in you. The Fever didn't just grab a random assistant. They snagged someone with a serious reputation for making players better. And that's crucial, because Caitlin Clark and the entire roster need top-tier professional coaching. And here's the kicker. Keith Porter is staying on staff despite tearing his Achilles, which is huge. There was tons of chatter about coaching changes after last season, but keeping Porter proves how much they value his contributions. He was key to developing players, and everyone agrees he did solid work. The injury's a bummer, but the Fever clearly believe he's worth keeping, even through recovery, and adding Dozer gives Porter a much-needed partner, ensuring development doesn't miss a beat. The timing of this hire is also fascinating. November, that's super early in the WNBA offseason, with most teams waiting until after the new year. This tells us the Fever prioritized player development as an immediate need, and they weren't messing around. They saw the gap, found the perfect guy, and sealed the deal. That's the decisive action fans crave from a front office building a contender. Now, what does this mean for Caitlin Clark specifically? Well, she had an insane season, but let's be honest. There were moments, especially in late games when fatigue hit, and her efficiency dipped. Having another expert coach to fine-tune her game, manage her energy across the season, and craft counters for aggressive defenses could be a game-changer. Dozer's NBA background means he's seen the world's best players up close, and he can bring those elite insights directly to Caitlin, helping her evolve even further. But wait, it gets better. This isn't just about Caitlin. The whole roster needs this kind of attention. Aaliyah Boston needs to keep leveling up her offense. Kelsey Mitchell could refine her scoring. Melissa Smith showed flashes but needs consistency. And Lexi Hull has to expand beyond just 3. Literally every player has room to improve. And having 2 dedicated player development coaches means way more individual capacity for growth. The fact that Dozer specializes in player development, not game strategy or rotations, His entire focus is on skill work, film study, and one-on-one attention. He's in the gym, perfecting specific skills with specific players. That specialization is invaluable, because it means expert-level technical instruction tailored to each player's game. And get this, his Washington Wizards background is a testament to his effectiveness. Even when the Wizards struggled as a team, they were known for developing individual talent, turning draft picks into productive NBA players. Exactly the kind of track record you want. It's not about organizational championships in that context. It's about maximizing individual potential through smart, focused development. The G League experience is also super valuable, because that league is basically a living, breathing laboratory for player development, constantly experimenting with new techniques. That mindset and experience directly translates to what the Fever need. The fact that this hire is sparking so much discussion proves how invested Fever fans are. They understand that top-notch coaching and development infrastructure is the bedrock of winning. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have coaches to nurture it, you're going nowhere fast. The Fever are clearly recognizing this and investing big. The social media buzz has been overwhelmingly positive, with fans optimistic about the proactive approach. There's a clear understanding that last season, while successful in parts, exposed real limitations, and addressing them head-on shows a front office willing to adapt, not just rerun the same play hoping for a different outcome. And what's even more insane is this is probably just the beginning. The off-season is long, and more roster and staff changes are likely coming. But starting with infrastructure like this, adding a top-tier development coach, that's smart prioritization. Build the rock-solid foundation first, then add the explosive talent on top. That's how you build sustained success, not just one-hit wonders. That Pacers organization connection through the Mad Ants is also huge for potential knowledge sharing. The Pacers have a solid development track record, and having someone on the Fever staff who understands that system could foster incredible collaboration. Both teams are under the same ownership, so it makes total sense to leverage that for mutual improvement. For Caitlin specifically, having coaches with NBA experience means they can literally show her what the next level looks like. They've witnessed the best point guards on the planet. They know what separates good from great, and great from superstar. That perspective is priceless for someone like Caitlin, who's already phenomenal but still has infinite room to grow. They can pull up film of NBA point guards, showing her exactly how to tackle specific situations, giving her a real roadmap. And finally, the Fever's willingness to pour resources into coaching sends a powerful message to Caitlin and the entire team. This organization is dead serious about winning championships. Players absolutely notice when teams cut corners versus when they're doing everything humanly possible to create a winning environment. Adding another player development coach with NBA credentials screams that the Fever aren't just satisfied with making the playoffs anymore. They want the whole damn thing, and they're building the infrastructure to make it happen. The timing relative to Caitlin's offseason is also smart. She's probably grinding right now, rehabbing and prepping, so having new coaching staff in place early means they can start working with her sooner rather than waiting for training camp. That extra time to build relationships and implement development plans could seriously pay off big time when the season kicks off. This hire also reflects a massive trend in pro basketball where player development has become incredibly specialized and sophisticated. Teams are investing insane resources into skill work, sports science, and individualized training because they know that even tiny improvements in players add up to huge team success. The Fever are totally riding that trend, beefing up their development staff with qualified pros who can squeeze every last drop of potential from their roster. So yeah, the Indiana Fever just made their first offseason move, adding Rob Dozer to player development, and it's a massive signal that they are serious about building a championship-caliber infrastructure around Caitlin Clark and the entire squad. This is how you build champions, by investing in coaching and development before the season even starts. Now do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe, because we're tracking every single move the Fever make as they try to turn all that incredible potential into championship gold.